So, do you listen to music when you voice? I do, and I find it really gets me in the mood. So, I thought I'd talk about that a little bit today, and also I wanted to give you an update on my experiment with the C-Vox and the Oxford Dynamic EQ in my chain. So, check it out.
You're listening to The Dangerous Mind of Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov. No excuses, no BS, no pants.
So one of the things that I do when I'm voicing is I listen to music in my headphones, and it helps me get into the right vibe. And I have it low enough that you can't hear it. It doesn't bleed into the microphone. So right here you can see I have my iTunes coming into this console channel right here. And it's just going to the headphone bus. It's not in the main bus. Here, if I stop talking, right, you don't see it in the main bus. So it's not being recorded on my track. But here, I'll give you an approximation of what I'm hearing. So it's nice and low. It gets me in the right mood. It has the right vibe. If I'm cutting a track, I want to be there. I want to be like in the right presence of mind. This is a performance. So let's say I'm doing a spot. Here, let me change it to, all right, so if I was doing this spot, I put this on, right? ADM's now hiring entry-level production associates in Marshall, Minnesota, starting at $20 per hour paid weekly with a $1,500 sign-on bonus. Benefits start first day, and we provide many advancement opportunities. Right? So even though you could hear that, right? When I cut it, it's just in my headphones. So it's really a beautiful thing. And then there are other songs that really work well for what I'm doing. For example, like if you're doing something that's really, okay, so let's say it was a more aggressive commercial, all right? So let's say it was for truck tires, right? So let's say it was Firestone. I wanted it to be a little bit more aggressive. So I picked something like Don't Back Down from Mammoth. ADM's now hiring entry-level production associates in Marshall, Minnesota, starting at $20 per hour. Except it would be, if it was for truck tires, it would be, Truck Tire Factory is now hiring entry-level production associates in Marshall, Minnesota, starting at $20 per hour. So it helps me get in the right mood. Certain songs are great. Like here, the main titles for the Cider House Rules, right? You know those Tim Allen Pure Michigan commercials? This is the track that's behind there. So this is good for like a really sensitive spot, do you suffer from jock itch? Well, you're not alone. So it's, the music is great. It helps me get in the right mood. And you know what? It's an essential part of my day. So I don't know if you listen to music when you voice, but, maybe try it. I love it. So anyway, all right. So quick update on my experiment with the C-Vox and the Oxford Dynamic EQ in my chain. So I'm still using DFC, but really a light touch on the DFC. And I'm using the C-Vox, again, a light touch with the C-Vox. Because when you crank this thing up again, so it starts to get a little hollow and weird, right? So I think this would work only if you had a really super noisy track that had to be rescued. But in general, when I'm cutting live through it, and I leave it down here at 30, I feel like it still sounds very natural, right? Keep the ambience at 0. And then I come here through the Oxford Dynamic EQ on the clarity setting. So this is the clarity preset. But I've added this 20 dB boost here that really, I don't know if I'd add it for every microphone, but for the SV33, since it has this 33K reach, right? Just adding a little bit of brightness up here. If I take it out, you can kind of hear the difference. It's not bad, but I think just adding that adds a little bit more, it makes it a little bit more natural. And then what I've had to do right here with the DFC is I just added a little touch, a little EQ. Where is that one? That one's at 11.5. Just a tiny, tiny little boost, 3 dB boost. And that, again, is also something that I probably wouldn't do with another microphone, but with the SV33, I feel like it just kind of needed it. So overall, just little touches here and there, and I feel like this chain really works. I really like it a lot. So we're going to roll with this for a while, and so far, so good. I have done a crap ton of spots with this chain this week, and you know what? I really like it. So this is the new hotness right here, all right? So precision de-esser, C-Vox, Oxford Dynamic EQ, and just a touch of DFC. And it's working. And so the thing is, yeah, I mean, I could take I can take the C-Suite out, and I'm still using the DFC expander gate. But I find that if I put this back in, right, you can hear a difference. It's like all of a sudden there's a little bit more clarity. I'm taking the noise out from behind the spots where my voice is. With it bypassed again, I'm just taking the noise out in between when my mouth is making noises. But here, it's a little bit more clear. It's a little bit more nuanced. And same thing with this. So if I take this out, if I bypass it, right, it feels a little bit, it's still not bad. But I think it's just a little bit better. It's a little bit more clear if I put it back, take it out again, right? It's not bad, but you can hear it. You can hear the difference when I put it back in. It just feels a little less congested. And I was trying out this little bump here, a little like a 96K bump over here, and it wasn't working. It was sounding a little too boxy. But just this clarity setting right here, I really like it a lot. So I want to know what you think. Are you experimenting with the C-Vox and other plugins? Let me know, all right? Leave it in the comments, all right? So, yeah, this is where we're going, man. C-Vox, Oxford Dynamic EQ, it's a bold new world. All right. Leave a comment. Until next time, this is Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov, fading to black.